All right, man. All right, so I had to come back at you real fast, because a few of y'all had sent me a cash app, Lance. Even though my man Lance got home court advantage, I don't. For some reason, I ain't got your email, or when I type in your name, it's not populating. So maybe I don't have you saved in my address book or something. Um, but I'm gonna get started in 7 minutes. But I'm looking for Lance Gray because I need I need something from you. I need your email. And Malargo, I hope you come back. You gave me your birthday, your time of birth, but you didn't give me no city. So I gotta have a city that you was born in, and that's Malargo. So Malargo or Lance Gray, I need y'all to come forward and give me the information. Lance, I just need your email address. I got the info ready. Um, or no, what I'm gonna do with Lance, I don't even need your email. I'm gonna actually do you first, since I got everything. That way, I got it on public record. Cause see, what happened was after the show, y'all cash at me. You know what I'm saying? And when you cash at me, I just didn't have. I was missing the email where to give you the data, and then Malargo, I was missing the city of birth, so I couldn't even read the information. So the goal for right now in this quick part two, because my energy is starting to wane. I don't read at sun go down. I don't mess with the mystical crafts unless I'm just personally reading myself or meditating or something. But I don't share spiritual energy or tap into that kind of energy when the sun starts to decrease like that. I'm a solar guy. You know what I mean? Um, but anyway, if you ever cash at me, because I'm doing one of these sessions and I'm like, hey, just drop 20, whatever, 25, drop it in a cash app. You have to be very specific. I need a contact information for you, which is going to be your email or cell phone number. I can text you the shit. Your date of birth, city of birth, time of birth, got to be specific with AM or PM. But even if you cash at me and just cash app and got your telephone number, we can start a text dialogue that can go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Potolo, what's happening, man? Big Riches, what's good? D'Angelo, y'all locked and loaded, man. I'm gonna come in and take care of these few people. Hopefully they chime in, and then I'll help a few of y'all out real fast. Let me make sure I ain't missing nobody. Tanisha, you don't know, man. Talking about you know. Um, but no, Fredo, hit me up. Um, I got Jackie Brown in the building. I got Crypto Scales. What up, Crypto? Um, Akachi, INRI. Oh shit, Akachi pulling out the Latin phrases on y'all. Um, Kelvin, what up, bro? I see you locked and loaded. Yaya, the goddess. What's going on? What's going on? I'm reading Yaya's picture. I'm reading the energy. You got some. I can see your third eye based off your picture right here on the thing. Pretty bright, pretty bright, pretty bright, young lady. Pretty bright. Blue Lotus. What's going on, Blue Lotus? What's happening? All right. So I'm looking for Mr. Lance Gray, and I'm looking for Malargo. Where y'all at? Um, who is this? January 10, 1978, 11:32. All right, so I'm gonna look at Lance real fast. I'm gonna share my screen because I want to do that for educational purposes. And this is what I had to tell Lance. Let me share my screen. So it's on the record. Y'all see me on the record. Lance Gray ain't gonna never be like, Noble took my money and gave him a cash app and he never read me. No, let the record reflect on 9/21/21. Noble read Lance. All right, so this is for my man Lance Gray. Um, So this Mercury retrograde is happening in your seventh house, buddy. Okay, so it's in Libra where the Mercury retrograde is. Notice right here this green glyph with the horns on top of his head. That's Mercury in Libra, seventh house. Okay, so this is a double whammy on relationship energy. Mercury retrograde means you may have to revise some things when it deals with miscommunication in relationships. Also, please note that the planet Mars is very close to your DC. Mars in the sky is coming into the area of relationships for you. So this is going to be a quick seventh house Mars, the circle with the arrow right here under DC. It is going that direction. It'll be there in a few days. It's there really now, but it's coming and it officially being there in conjunction with a Mercury retrograde happening in Libra. So my advice to you, Mr. Lanza, is to make sure when it comes to personal relationships, whether it's like a marriage type of relationship or a business type of relationship, you want to get any frustrations out of the way super duper early. This is a perfect time just to revise some situation, recommitment in a sense of your ideas, things of the mind of where you're going relationship wise if you are in one. If you're not in a relationship, but one appears in your reality, because that can happen at this time, especially for you, then I would not necessarily give it a commitment, but relationships that start under a retrograde has this funny type of got a funny type of vibe, man. They just don't have the sticking power per se. So don't necessarily lock yourself into something that's committed if it's something that's old that's coming back. Even if it's a brand new relationship and shit is clicking, give it a little minute before you actually make a commitment and kind of keep it Uranus, meaning friend, spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? The spontaneous shit, that Uranus shit is what allows for space and individuality and that individual personality to exist before you get into this whole committed form of some things. The next thing you know, you find yourself conforming to some things that you may not necessarily agree to. So relationships is of the order of the day. Happy retrograde to your brother Lance. Malargo, is Malargo in the building? I'm looking for Malargo. While Malargo get themselves together or come back, I am going to rewind the hands of time. I'm gonna go through the chat and I just want to see. All right, man. So look, Street, aka Concrete, was up in this thing super early. And so since they was up here early, I'm gonna go ahead and do them now. So we talking 8:11, 84, 5:42 a.m. in Cashville. Okay. All right. So Street Concrete. You ready? Is you ready, Freddie? Is you ready? All right, we're gonna edit this birth data. We're gonna take you to 8/11, August the 11th, 1984. You're born at 5:42, so you're probably gonna be a first houser. You're born early in the morning before the sunrise. First or second? Probably first. What time? Probably first because it's August. In Nashville. Bam. All right, me friend. Oh, okay. All right. So the first thing I saw immediately was Jupiter over here in green in your seventh house because Jupiter is very close to your Aquarius moon. God damn it! Didn't I tell? I told you today. I said the common theme is the men have the moon in Aquarius and women have Mars in the eighth house, and that's so fucking funny because I got the moon in the Aquarius and the moon and Mars in the eighth house. So to a degree, we're a reflection of each other. Like this is funny. All right. Interesting. You're a full moon baby too. That's dope. All right, so this Jupiter over here in the seventh house on your moon, very close to your part of fortune as well, bro. This is luck. This definitely should be expansion with some type of woman. So really, the relationship that you in with women could be business, could be personal. As Jupiter gets closer, how far is Jupiter gonna go back? Now watch this. Look at his lot of fortune, ladies and gentlemen. This is the circle with the cross in it. It's 16 degrees Aquarius. What I want to do is I want to go up until an ephemeris, and I want to see when Jupiter this year in 21, how far would Jupiter retrograde back? So when we go to October, it's going to stop at 22 degrees Aquarius, and then it's going to start going forward. So when it gets to 22 degrees Aquarius, it's just about to, be about 6 degrees above that. So as of right now, I would say this month and next month, potentially try your hand with things of luck. You know what I'm saying? It could be gambling, it could be casino, it could be scratch off tickets, something like that, because that Jupiter energy is 6 degrees away from your lot of fortune. That good energy just may rub off on you. Now, I'm about to give you guys some game. Y'all ready? Y'all got to put it in the chat. First of all, let me go see what the light count is like. What y'all doing on I can't see it. You can't see it. I can't see it. But I'm just gonna give y'all some game. All right. So here go the game. All right. So it is 2021. It is September the 21st. Okay. And it's in the evening time. We in Paris right now, but we're gonna switch this location, and we're gonna come to one of my favorite observatories. We're gonna come over here to Philadelphia, okay, and bam. And I know in the evening time, this is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Okay. So what I want you to do is, depending on where you're at, ladies and gentlemen, all right, you need to get you an app. One of the apps that I got on my phone is called Skyview. Okay. And what's happening is, when you see the moon come up tonight, look to the right of the moon. You're going to see two bright ass stars, but they're really planets. They're Jupiter and Saturn. The brighter one, the one that is immediately to the right of the moon, is going to be Jupiter. My point in giving him this game, which you can apply as well, this is how you go outside and you personalize the energy. Very important. This is how you go out there and you personalize the energy. Okay. Now, since when you saw your chart, notice you got, the seventh house, and Saturn is in the seventh house as well. Saturn that you just saw in the sky, that's the energy that's coming and wants to bring the constructive physical success and materialization. So that's in the region of relationships, then it could be a successful relationship. You also could mean that Saturn has this tendency of being depicted as the older male, but this could be a relationship where somebody is sort of like a parental figure. There's a few years of an age difference that takes place there. Okay. And so constructive, successful relationships, a lot of fortune. This could be, again, gambling, things of that nature. But also, as it pertains to relationships, business, and or personal pleasure, tonight I want you to get out there and really look at Jupiter and Saturn and hone in specifically on what it is that you would like to be fortunate about. That lot of fortune is talking about you're very fortunate in this area of your life. It's kind of like a baby Jupiter. You're very fortunate in the realms of relationships in Aquarius. Aquarius is friends. Aquarius is social networking. Aquarius is technology. Aquarius in relationships is also something that's unconventional. I said it earlier today on show 1. You live here, I live here. We got a duplex. You live upstairs, you live downstairs, right? So like over here in my where I'm at now, at the incubator, I'm like, shit, I'll take the back unit. My girl, you can take that unit up there and like and you know shit and use the use the small bedroom as your bedroom. Use the big bedroom like right here. This is my office space in one of my apartments. So I use the big bedroom for that. And then the living room could be your regular living room, or if you an entrepreneur and shit, that could be studio right there, private office right here, and bedroom in the small room. Like let's go get it. Let's utilize the space and go get it. But that's I'm saying that to say that's that Aquarius shit, unorthodox. So here's the app called Skyview. So with Skyview, we should be able to move it, and let's see if I can get it to light up. You see, like you can get it to light up on the body, and then that body lights up, and then you should be able to see that planet in real time. So it's an app called Skyview that you can get for free. Who is that I'm reading? That was Street Concrete. Get outside, get with the Jupiter, get with the Saturn energy, and how you're going to expand, tap into the lot of fortune of abundance, and how that Saturn energy is going to crystallize that in the region of Aquarius and seventh house energy, relationship, stuff like that. Okay, that's yours. All right, man. Bam, 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 bam. Did my people come in here yet? I am looking for. I'm looking for Malargo. That's who I'm looking for. All right. What up, Don? Magneto Onyx, you got the cheat sheet, man. You know I got you. You good. You got money. All right. All right, hold on. So let me rewind. Let me rewind. So Concrete came in, bam, bam, bam. Jackie Brown, Crypto Scales, my man Kelvin. Kelvin is 5'18", 82. Kelvin, I need a city, bro. See, you gotta be on point with this stuff. I need a city, Kelvin. Yeah, where you at? Where you at? Yeah. All right. D'Angelo, 6'3", 2 a.m. in the D, as they say. What up, though? All right. All right. So who is that? That's D'Angelo. D'Angelo. Brown sugar dude. Let me see. 6'3", 93. 2 a.m. in the D. Detroit. I'd be so amazed. How many states have a city named Detroit? All right, so we're reading D'Angelo, right? All right, D'Angelo. All right, my friend. And also, man, y'all can feel free to ask a question, man. That's when it's fun. General shit is just, what's coming. And that's cool because somebody is giving you insight about the future. I was just having a conversation. Most readings are going to confirm what you inherently already know. I believe everybody has idea and aspirations and whatnot. But I do see the benefit of a reading because somebody can give you the precise timeline of what the possibilities of chain of events look like in the future. And that's totally separate from your ambition. You see what I'm saying? And so if you know what the fuck you want to do, man. So if you want to do that shit, do the shit. Like you don't need a confirmation to do the shit. Have the courage to do the shit and move out on your own internal spirit telling you, nigga, this is what the fuck I want to do. Because that's what the spirit is telling you. But the mind and the scary you goes back and forth and play these games and shit. Fuck the confirmation. Okay? Do the shit. If you know it's morally correct, it ain't taking the freedom away from nobody's ability to make a choice. Do what you got to do. Okay? Now, you want timeline shit like, hey, I'm thinking about doing XYZ. When would be a good time to do a public campaign? when would be a great time for me to do? That's the shit right there. Okay. And then, of course, any type of futuristic event outside of your shit that a person can see on a general, that's dope. All right. But I love it when it's specific. All right. Woohoo! So I'm going to, D'Angelo, man, I'm going to get with you as well. And I want to highlight the fact that the sun right here is very close to Jupiter, and you're about to have, and it's damn, your lot of fortune is right here in the 7th house too. And so this is abundance. This is very great energy in the realms of relationships, but your Mercury retrograde is going to be in the 7th house. So the same thing that I told Lance is miscommunications in relationships, arguments, fights, and quarrels in relationships, potentially with Mars here. So you want to circumvent that. You want to, if you are in a relationship, what you want to do is you want to see if y'all can work out together and physically exhaust the energy, have a goal. Mars is a passionate masculine energy that wants to get shit done and be on the move. So that's what you have to do in the realm of relationships. See how y'all can coalesce and drain that energy off, or not just drain it off, but put it in a productive avenue. The high side of it with the sun on Jupiter, these are the two most what we call benevolent energies in the solar system for us. Jupiter ray and the sun ray. In fact, it's even in the Bible, and it talks about Zanus and Apollo, okay, which is Zeus and the sun, okay, which is Jupiter and the sun. That's what that really is. And so when you combine these two energies, it is very good. It's very good. So if I was you, what I would do if you in a relationship, and anybody could do this practice now, because it's all about intention anyway. But specifically for you, D'Angelo, because it's in your 7th house, if you're in a relationship, it would be dope if you and your girl could go outside and look at the alignment and whatnot of the sun, because the sun is right there right now, and for y'all just to hug in the sunlight and create a relationship goal if you don't already have one. If you do have one, to utilize this moment to reinforce it through the vibration of love and hugs. I'm serious about that shit, man. I'm laughing because I can see my daughter right now. She's like, "You're so weird." Right? I mean, that's what she be calling. You're so weird. You're strange, right? And I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. Y'all the one got emotional problems, because I can look at all y'all and be like, I love you. I tell my son, that dude about to be 16. You know what I mean? He got a he got a Sag moon, man. That's cold. Sag moon, Capricorn moon, they ass don't show no emotion. You can forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, see if you can do that and harmonize that energy. That would be really, really, really dope for y'all, man. So you got some good relationship energy, bro. And it's part of your fortune. You become fortunate when you're in the right relationship. Fortunes come your way. So that's dope. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So that was for D'Angelo or Guy Colbert, whatever. Whoever was 6'3", 93, that's for them. Okay. All right, man. All right. All right. So Miss Potolo, you want it? You want it? You want it? You up? All right. Where is? Come on. What the heck happened to my ink pen? All right, hold on, Potolo. All right, 8:24:68. Oh, you ain't got no time, Potolo. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. I need a time. Fresno. And I need to be specific, AM or PM. You dig? It has to be specific. The Chocolate Bay. I need a time. AM, PM in the city. Sean Kelly. I don't even see your birthday. Maybe it's up there. This Tammy Holloway. Crypto Scales, October 13th, 78, Thomasville, Alabama. But you ain't got the time. All right, let me Oh, hey, scientific mystic. Y'all may admit a scientific mystic. Earlier today on the show, I was reading Devorah, and I can clearly see the energy. Like, oh shit, it's a male energy that you got to work out. So the shit come online again, and that shit like it's weird. I'm trying to explain it to Jew, but it's like a telepathic imprint. It's not a whisper, it's not a sound, and it's not a vision. Best I can say is a name flash, okay? And it's like Donald. So I'm like, man, who is Donald? Do you know? She said that Donald was her foster dad. When I'm sitting up here talking to her about it's a male energy with dad that got to be worked out, and the name come to me, and she said that's her foster dad. So I will concur, sir, that I can channel. And then Jew reminded me. He said, nigga, you got Gemini in the 12th house. If the 12th house is spirituality and the mystical unseen in Gemini's communication, then it's easy for me to communicate with the mystical unseen. Like, damn, bro, you right. I forgot, right? All right. So what about children in your chart? Just turned 40, still no children. Can you see that in my chart? Yes, I can. You want to provide your birthday? When your birthday? That's easy. And I'll tell you how many that is in your natal promise too. Yeah. I can tell you that. I got a few little babies out here that I predicted somebody was gonna get pregnant and they got pregnant. Tammy Holloway. What up, Sonny Boy? Mopar versus everybody, man. If y'all into cars, man, go check out Mopar versus everybody. Especially if you into Dodge Chargers and Challengers and whatnot. Check that page out. Mopar versus everybody and whatnot. Potolo, what was I looking for? Oh shoot. All right, hold on. Let me see if I got you in this account, man. Yes, sir. I got you in this account. You don't know what time you was born? Dude, you was born at 1:45 in the afternoon. I was born at 1:43. So as my son, you was born at 1:45. Your brother Dominique was born at like 1:13, and Asia was born at 1 something. All my children, besides one of them, the one that looked like his mama, is the one that totally took his mom's stuff. All my children got all my cosmic markers. They was born at 1 something in the evening, which means by proxy they have a 9th house sun. All right. So so I'm gonna read you real fast. Let me see. Let me share my screen real fast here. Tanisha, drop that birth info, and I'm gonna let you know on that baby stuff. Or you can hit me up later. It's on you. But I'm gonna need the info so I could because I'm about to travel. As soon as I get off of here, I'm about to get in motion. All right, Sonny Boy. So look, man, Venus is in Scorpio right now. Notice that it's right here at the top. It looked like what we call the Ankh, the circle with the cross at the bottom. And then it's right there when you was born. And your sun is in Scorpio, Chiron in Scorpio, and Mercury in Scorpio. You're like the freaking Scorpion king, okay? But you got Venus here. So I'm gonna tell you something. This is a time of harmony. This is a time of relationship. And let me see, it's a time you probably got, hey y'all, I'm about to write you out. Hey, so this is probably a couple months ago, right? My son had all these hickeys on his neck and shit. I'm like, nigga, them blood clots, that hurt. I want you there sucking on my neck until the blood come up to the surface. That ain't cool, right? But you know what I'm saying? It's cool at that particular age, but I think as you get older and shit, you're like, nigga, I don't want no damn blood clots all on my goddamn. That's literally what's happening, right? But the point is, this is a time of harmony in relationships for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a time for harmony in relationships. And if you're in a relationship or even like those kind of, platonic type of relationships that's on an intimate level, if there's no harmony and no peace right now, I see it all the time. when you have a Venus return and Venus in the sky literally is back where it was when you were born, and you don't have harmony, because Venus represents harmony and peace, man, you out of alignment like a motherfucker. And that's almost grounds for immediate termination. Seriously. Like I don't like that, because it really represents a time of harmony. Because you got home court advantage. The planet is back at home, and now we about to go through some hell no. And so you should be having some time of harmony at this particular time. But see, the unique thing is this: your Venus squares your moon. You see that? And which means your female energy is slightly at odds with each other at this time. So although you have a harmony at the top, Venus return, it could represent some potential friction at this particular time. I will also say with Saturn right here, so close to your moon, that's a parental energy at this time. And then you probably have to check on your parents' health and making sure that they're doing all right health wise. Although, like I told people earlier, it's their responsibility to make sure that it's your individual responsibility to make sure that you're handling your shit. But it's nothing wrong with you checking. So I'm good, because I'm back vegan, fasting, and I'm straight. I haven't eaten anything today. I'm good. So I'm conscientious of what I'm doing. But for example, I got a similar placement, right? Well, ain't similar. You see, this is what I'm telling about this cosmic DNA shit, y'all. My son has the moon in Aquarius, okay? And so he has the moon in Aquarius. But I got the moon in Aquarius, and the moon is only in the zodiac sign for fucking 2.5 days and then it's out. So what's the odds of my son being born pretty much at the same time I was born, 19, 20 years later, right? And then the moon could be anywhere for only 2 days in one sign, and he happened to be born when it was in my sign. This is the real DNA test right here. That's why I call it cosmic DNA, okay? And so what I find myself doing is I'm the one that's making sure that my dad got a green drink now. Every day that when I'm around or whatever the case may be, I'll make sure that he's straight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm, taking care of the parent. Okay. And so that, and I give you one more. When Jupiter is about to go into Pisces at the end of the year, so it's gonna happen in 22 somewhere. When Jupiter gets 18 degrees, which is March of this year, for a whole year from March 22 to March 23rd could be potentially your most expansive financial year that you have all your life. So it's something gearing up financially that you need to pay attention to. But again, you probably can't see it now, but it'll be March. Are the things that you're doing now, if you're really sure about it, it's some shit that's about to pay off for you in 2022. 2022, 2023 is really your financial year. All right. So you got to make sure that you're on point with that shit. All right. So, remedies for not strong Mars. Yeah, the remedy is the cold red, Rudy. The remedy is to make sure that your internal attitude is straight and you ain't got no tension inside of you, and you're doing positive things, and you just filled with happiness and joy to the best of your ability, and not engaging in negative things. That's the remedy to the shit. And just doing productive things. The productive things is the physical passion, working out, and depending on the house that it's in, that tells you where you need to work at. It will tell you where your expression is. You know what I'm saying? The house is the shit. I love houses more than I love the sign, because that region of space, that shit, I'm telling you, that shit is a gateway into an area of your life. That's what a house is. A house is a gateway into a specific area of your life. So I'm a fan of planets and houses. Okay. All right. Ross, you got no city. Oh, Montego Bay. Now I gotta back up. Montego Bay, Jamaica, huh? All right. So I should have wrote y'all name right here. Ross is 9793 12 p.m. in the beautiful Montego. All right. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got you, Tanisha. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Montego. I'm looking for Ross. Ooh. All right. I was just looking for the actual spelling. Ah, Jigga 1017. Shout out to Gucci Mane 1017. That's my daughter's birthday. Daughters. Um, what I tell them cats? Forget a. Be telling them. Forget a Gucci clone. Forget a Gucci clone. Niggas need a Keisha clone. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. 9793. Hold on. Hold on. 9793. 12 p.m. in Montego Bay. Montego, Jamaica, 18 degrees north of the equator. Let me share the screen with you so you can see what I see, sir. Sir Raz. Well, I want you to be careful in travels for these next 2 weeks. In fact, it's longer than that. I'm sorry, because during this Mercury retrograde is going to be in your 11th house. And then reason I'm telling you about being careful in travel is because when I did the first video today, I showed how the whole Spot 'em Got 'em, the young rapper who got shot while driving, and Princess Diana car crash was a combination of Mercury and Mars. So right now you have that. So please be careful in travels. When it comes to the retrograde, when it deals with your technology, back up your files. Like this is definitely potentially it's retrograde season anyway, and the energy gets heightened. So for you, it's coming in the area of technology. This could also mean potential fight and quarrels with friends or miscommunication with friends. So don't be necessarily too quick to issue in judgment. Be patient a little bit more, exercise logic and reason. It could be a major mishap in communications at this time, or worst case scenario, an enemy who you thought was a friend is exposed, and there's no going back from that in a sense. So just tighten up on communications, man, and please be careful in your travels. You're definitely under a code red advisory, really a double code red, because right here you got Mercury and Mars, and then right here you got Mars at the top, and then your Mercury's here. So when I see the common denominators, it's the same energy. It's a double emphasis that stands out to me. Okay. And so you can't be at the scene of, for lack of a better word, the crime more than one time. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna have to no. I'm gonna have to look at this. You know what I mean? So yeah, communications, friends, social networking, that kind of stuff. It's an excellent time just to go back and finish projects that have not been, that needs to be completed versus starting something new. And then you also can hear from an old friend that you haven't heard from in a long time as well. And since it's Libra, it could be of the personal relationship type, boyfriend, girlfriend type of vibe. I wouldn't necessarily do it because of the nature of the retrograde, as I explained earlier. Okay. So that's what I have for you, sir. But it looks really good Code red, as I explained earlier, and I'll bring my screen up, was this right here. You know, like rosary beads on a rear view mirror, making sure that you just have something of spiritual protection around your vehicle, whether it's around you or the car. Like I got a certain medallion that I keep on the dashboard because I know that the light is intelligent. And what I mean by that, y'all ever seen an earthquake hit a church, but the goddamn cross stands up and like the earthquake went all around the cross for some reason? Or there's a story where a church caught on fire, but when it got to the Bibles were untouched, as if the fucking elements are intelligent and know. And it do. I'm telling you, call it what you want to call it. That shit no, okay? Because it's an intelligence. It knows something, okay? And so it knows more than what we give it credit to. And so to have these things, you know what I mean? Certain things just dispel negative energy. Say what the fuck you want to say about the Catholic Church. Them boys got some game. They got some shit that deal. This is why you think listen, the Catholic Church is more closer to African spirituality than the goddamn Black Baptist Church. They the ones that come through walking in procession and dealing with certain sound frequencies and lighting the goddamn frankincense and myrrh throughout the temple, through the church. They own more fucking spirituality than the regular goddamn black church. Okay. And so they got some shit dealing with exercising and getting rid of negative energy. You can miss me with that. They got it. All right. So that's the key with Code Red, man. Just make sure you're on the game, bro. All right. All right. So let me give y'all a quick lesson, man, because I got to go drop some money off. I'm going to show y'all something because Tanisha asked something in the chat and she asked, how can you see children? So I want to give you this nugget. All right. So let me go find it real fast. All right. Let me see if I can find her. All right. So she was 8481. That's what it was. See, I'll be keeping y'all stuff. 8481, 330 in Austin. That's right. It's Miss Obama. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all something real fast. It's the subject of children. How to spot the children in your chart. Called your natal promise when it comes to children. It was at 3:30 p.m. It was p.m. because I remember everything was over. Like I think you got a ninth house sign. That's how I remember. Austin, Texas. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready, Freddie? Let me sure. Okay, I'm sharing. All right, so what you want to do is y'all want to locate this line right here, which is known as your fifth house cusp, because it deals with children. And if your fifth house has any dealings with Saturn, like Saturn in the fifth house, or Capricorn, which Saturn rules Capricorn, is on the fifth house, or Saturn in a harsh aspect to your fifth house lord, which we're about to look, can denote the denial or delay of children. The fifth house is children. So this is house number 5. It falls on the zodiac sign Aries. Do she have any planets in Aries when she was born? No. Do she have any planets in the fifth house with children? No. But the sign Aries has a planet that rules it. Which planet is that? That's Mars. So then what we go do is go look for Mars. Well, where is Mars? Mars is at 11 Cancer. Here's the problem when Mars is in Cancer, ladies and gentlemen. This is known as a detriment or a fall. Because remember, each planet has its own zodiac sign that it says, I'm at home, this is my shit. So Mars home is Aries. Opposite Aries is Libra, where Mars is in the sky right now. So we say, yo, you out of pocket, you in your detriment because you're the furthest away from home. I talked about this in the last video. You're the furthest away from home. Then each planet has a zodiac, another zodiac sign that's like, this is my second house. I love being in this sign. So for Mars, it's Capricorn. So opposite Capricorn is what? Cancer. So when Mars is in Cancer, this is like the second place it don't like to be. The first place is Libra. It don't like to be there. Think about it. It deals with fights and quarrels. Libra is marriage. Oh shit. Mars and Libra, we could possibly see an increase in domestic violence during this time in relationships. It's something that needs to be observed. Okay. So Mars is out of pocket in Libra. Its second place is out of pocket is in Cancer. So this is what's considered a debilitated or weak Mars, because it's in a look, think about it. Mars is fire and passion, but Cancer is water. Fire and water don't mix. Somebody gonna put somebody out. Either I'm gonna boil your ass and you're gonna evaporate, and I'm gonna change you to a whole nother substance. You're gonna go from liquid to a gas and evaporate, or you're gonna put my fire out if the water is too big for the fire. So her Mars is debilitated, and that's what rules her children. So she struggles here. Okay. And what did I say? If it has a harsh aspect, where's Saturn? Saturn is in Libra. Guess what? That is Saturn's second favorite place to be. His first place is at home in Capricorn. His second place is Libra. It's considered what's called exalted. Write that down. Saturn is exalted in Libra. So Saturn's placement is strong, but it's squaring her Mars. So Saturn is strong and Mars is weak, and Saturn is saying, no, delay, delay, delay. Mars is like, I want to go, 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 but her Mars is weak. So it really is right here, but she got some blessings. Jupiter is coming to try to get some abundance. The moon, feminine energy is there, right? And so that's what we see. That's what it is. Now let's get into the natal promise itself. So now this is where you got to become a nerd and start reading the data. Okay, we already identified that her fifth house is here, ladies and gentlemen, that I just highlighted. 13 degrees Aries. That's interesting. I got Venus at 12 degrees Aries. Interesting. Okay. And so now what we're going to do is we want to look at the aspects down here with Mars right here. Now, when you read the data, y'all got jokes like I'm okay. I see my birthday in one of these aspects. When you read the data like this right here, this means she has Mars at about a 30-degree angle known as a semi-sextile, which is 0 degrees 39 seconds, and that S means separating, because Mars is moving away from the angle, or the sun is moving away from the angle. Okay, so the energy is separating. Notice when you look at this line right here, Mars to her moon, Mars square moon at 2 degrees 16 minutes applying. So applying means it's approaching. The energy is coming your way. And only thing we have to do is count the approaching angles of the major aspects. Your major aspects, you can Google them and look them up. So we want to count the major angles of the applying aspects only, not the separating ones. The applying aspects to your fifth house Lord, which is the Lord of your children, the Lord of your romance and fun, love and all that, good romantic shit. Okay. So if we look at her Mars has one applying angle. And then when we go down, notice separating. Okay. And we're going to keep it with the planets. Okay. So Pluto right here, this line going across is her last planet that we can count with Mars. So this is a minor aspect right here. We wouldn't even count that. Plus it's separating. Then she got Mars squares Saturn that we identified, but it's separating. Then she has Mars square Jupiter, but separating. Then she has Mars sextile Venus, but it's separating. Then she has Mars square Moon, it's applying. So she has one child in her natal promise, and it's exactly 2 degrees, 16 minutes. I'm like your baby dad because that's my birthday. I'm messing with you. But this is how you be able to read that particular energy, to be able to see, like, okay, hold on. How many children can I have? Her natal promise easily promises her one child. Okay. N is separating at that. Now, this is interesting because she has Mars in the 8th house. Now, and seeing the 8th house is the house of death. Now, I have to ask you a personal question, and this is for educational purposes. Have you ever had an abortion or a miscarriage? That's my question. Let's see what that say. So, have you ever had a miscarriage? All right, so she has. Okay. Man, shit. All right. So that's your one, but you can absolutely, positively, we've seen it. You can supersede this. You had a miscarriage. Okay. All right. And so you can actually bring that energy back in. You just got to know your cycles. The better cycle for you, honestly, is when Mars is in Aries. And it takes Mars 2 years to go full circle. Okay. So the next time, where we at right now? We in 20. All right. So we in that's going to be shit. I'm gonna tell you when Mars is gonna be in Aries. It's gonna be in June of 22. Actually, it's gonna be in May of 22. In May of 22, Mars is gonna be in Aries. Okay. So next year in the spring, if it be your will and everything is, where you want it to be, this is the ample time when Mars is in your 5th house to do the work. And especially this is what I'm saying, where this should turn into what I like to call the God science, because now we can get into the cosmic conception. Fuck the immaculate conception. Get into the cosmic conception. Because what I'm saying is, if she waits to Mars is right here in her 5th house that deals with children, the planet of sex and masculine energy is there. Okay. Now, it's interesting though, because Mars in Aries squares Mars in Cancer. So that has Mars on Mars. And that tells me potentially Mars square Mars that, see, with the masculine energy, Tanisha, at that particular time, you can be beefing with them, but then y'all gonna make up and have makeup sex. And now the baby is gonna be a product of makeup sex. You don't want that. Okay. So you have to have, this is why, listen, man, I gotta look at y'all when I tell y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is why your consciousness is every fucking thing down here, because that's the true vibratory frequency. The planets ain't doing shit but recording your vibe that's in the ether, and then its particular program, its keywords that it rules, is waiting, say, okay, we ready to help you manifest when more shit gets in this region again. Okay. I just be showing y'all the gangster shit when it comes to the niggas getting shot and killed and shit, so you can understand the severity of it. Okay. But shout out to Ruby, because every time I do it, oh, my bad. All right. So yeah, my whole thing is I want y'all to be safe. Y'all should hear me now. So I don't know if I hit it, but what I said was consciousness is every fucking thing, everything, because your consciousness is being recorded by the planets. Okay, so that's important to understand. All right. So Let's move on. I was going to tell you something real fast because I think, let me share my screen and go back to her chart. All right. Now, if you wait to have a Mars return, I think this is better when Mars goes in Cancer, which will be shit. That's just a couple months after, maybe like July. Let me see. It's gonna be. Oh, ain't gonna even be that. It's gonna actually be what, September? Are we all in Gemini? Damn. And we're gonna have a Mars retrograde. Shit, girl. Mars ain't gonna hit Cancer until 2023. All right, so that's coming up. Maybe in late March, right here, March of 23. Okay, so Mars gonna go into Cancer then. Now, when Mars is here in your 8th house, when Mars is in your 8th house, and then you time it at that time of the month where the moon is back conjoined with Jupiter in Libra. So the only thing we got to do is saying, okay, when will Mars be in Cancer? It's going to happen in March. So let's go in 23, March of 23. So let's go to April real fast because I want to see when the moon going to be in Libra. Okay, so the moon is going to be in Libra on April the 5th, 6th, 7th. So this may be a window of conception. Mars is not quite where it was, but it's in vicinity. And then you can try it again. You can try it again the very next month in May, because then Mars would be at 18 degrees, and then the moon is in Libra again on May the 3rd and 4th. But I like the first window better. So now what you're doing is you are using you're using the planets and aligning them back to where they were for you to do the conception. But see, you're there, but you got to make sure, and that's fast. That's like, shit, that's like next year and, the year after 23. Like, this is coming fast. The mindset and the intention has to be there. All right. You know what I mean? So I got you nervous. I ain't trying to have you nervous, man. I don't want you to be nervous. But we should be nervous. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to show you some shit that I sent you. And I'm going to tell you. Got everything to do with goddamn Uranus, Neptune. It was Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Mars, Venus. All of them was conjunct. But the first planet, Uranus, didn't touch the last planet, but this planet touched this planet touched this. So it's kind of like a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 ain't next to 7, but it's next to 2, and 2 was next to 3, and 3 was next to 4, and it was a domino effect that happened. I'm gonna show you some shit. Because there's one planet. There's one planet that you cannot play with. I'm gonna show you some shit. I can't remember their name, so I'm gonna have to find it. But I'm gonna show you some shit where you can't play with this nigga. You cannot play with. I forget what their names are, but these are real life twins, ladies and gentlemen. They have 2 freaking heads in one body. Okay, you can't play with that. Okay, this is real shit. All right, that's called the planet Uranus. Okay, now when Uranus is in a certain position, man, listen. I now accepted the fact that mermaids are real when I see these twins. Okay? They have 2 heads in one body. Like, I got some intellectual questions that I want to know. I want to know who decides to use the bathroom. I want to know if one person has a sensation, can the other person stop it? I want to know, do y'all share the same dreams? Because y'all got 2 different brains. Like, it's some shit that I want to know with this, right? And I come to the conclusion that mermaids are real. When I seen this shit right here, I said, oh, okay. There's a lady that got 4 legs, man. Okay? See, the Uranus ray in conjunction with, listen, man, Uranus conjunct Sun, Uranus conjunct Mercury, Uranus square. Like, man, listen, man. You don't want to play with that. You want to make sure that this cat is sextiling and trying potentially everything if possible. You know what I'm saying? Because the possibilities of something different coming online is amplified at that time. And that's my point. So we should be nervous in a sense because we're not practicing what the Eastern boys will say, divine law. We're not practicing cosmic law. We're not procreating within the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Without a shadow of a doubt, we're not. We're just doing it off urge, and we don't have a knowledge of what is the cosmic signature that this soul is bringing forth, right? It just is what it is, man. All right, man. So I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody. Hey, Malargo, I came on a record to try to set you straight. But you need to text me, man. When you get this, if you happen to see this, I need you to text me at 267-403-4078, please. I just put it in the chat. My man Lance Gray, I did yours first when the video started, so I got you taken care of. All right. Anybody got any questions on some stuff, man? You want to get with me? Hit the line up. Text me because I'll be busy. I'm about to go drop some money off and pay my roofer and stuff and handle some business and stuff. But I will try my best, definitely. I see shit. I get to you. I don't ignore people. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta take care of some business, y'all. And I appreciate y'all so much. And man, peace, man. All right, peace.